round, which, as you know, is our individual round, just each contestant on his own against the clock. John Ericsson representing Austria. You were the first into this particular round. There are the categories: food and drink, the Atlantic Ocean, opera, and the past. John, pick a category, please.
I'll jump in the water with the Atlantic Ocean.
The Atlantic Ocean, jump in the water. John, come, before you jump in the water, come and join me here for this round. This is the day, isn't it, John?
Yes, yes.
You're already a winner. Today is the day that you could, or any of the other guys could, get into that semi-final. John, are you ready now to play 4 in a row? You know the rules, okay? We'll put those 40 seconds on the clock as John, as he said, will jump into the Atlantic Ocean. On that particular subject, John, your 40 seconds starts now. Which group of Atlantic islands include Tenerife?
Canary Islands.
Correct. What was the hazard to shipping that caused the Titanic to sink in 1912?
Iceberg.
Correct. What kind of vessel patrolling the Atlantic was featured in Wolfgang Petersen's acclaimed television film called in English The Boat?
Submarine.
Correct. The first legal gambling casino in the US outside of Nevada opened up in which resort on the eastern seaboard?
Atlantic City.
Is correct. You scored your 4 in a row. Well done, John. Wow. Well, he said he was jumping into the Atlantic Ocean. If he was, I can tell you he swum it probably one-handed, single-handed. Mikhail, you are next in. Food and drink, opera, or the past?
I really don't know. Well, let's try food and drink.
Food and drink, all right. Mikhail, why not try food and drink? A little of it will do you very good, Mikhail. Now, there you are. How are you feeling today?
Oh, quite all right.
Ready to go all the way. All right, Mikhail, we're ready to play 4 in a row. We'll put those 40 seconds on the clock for you now. You're on food and drink, and your 40 seconds starts now. In an Italian restaurant, what will you get if you order vino rosso?
Red wine.
Correct. From which Mediterranean country do we get the dish moussaka?
Greece.
Correct. Which world-famous American soft drink was first made as a tonic for most common ailments?
Coca-Cola.
Is correct. Name the aromatic wine used in making a martini.
What's it called? Vermouth.
Vermouth is correct. You were right to wait, and that's your 4 in a row. There you go, Mikhail. Right, Michael Jackson from Wales. You're left with opera or the past. Which one will you pick?
The past.
The past. Michael, will you come and join me here on the question of the past? You've done very well so far. A couple of people were wondering about that last question that I asked you. So before we play 4 in a row, I want everybody happy. I asked you for his contribution to the development of which of the arts was the 14th century Giotto best remembered. You did say watercolours. Watercolours isn't an art, Michael. It's painting that we were looking for. So I hope you're happy about that. As it turned out, you got here in any event, Michael. And you're now ready to play 4 in a row?
Yeah.
We'll put those 40 seconds on the clock for you now. You've picked the past, Michael. You have a tough task, but I know that you can do it. Both Mikhail and John have got 4 in a row. You need 4 in a row to go into a tiebreaker with them. Are you ready?
Yes.
Michael, on the past, your time starts now. With which country do we associate the title Shogun?
Pass.
Japan. In 218 BC, who marched into the Pyrenees with his army and elephants?
Attila.
No, Hannibal. What famous battle took place between the French and the English on October the 25th, 1415?
Waterloo.
Agincourt. Who founded and became the first Chancellor of the German Empire?
Bismarck.
Correct. In which continent did the Rococo style originate in the 18th century?
America.
No, Europe. Who led the ancient Greeks on their march of conquest into Asia in the 4th century BC?
Pass.
Alexander the Great. In which decade of this century did Mussolini become dictator of Italy?
The 20s.
In the 20s or the 3rd decade, that's correct. Which European country had 2 kings called Umberto?
Italy.
Correct. In which Central American country was Trotsky Oh, you didn't get a chance to answer, Michael. Was
Mexico.
Trotsky assassinated? You're too late. I got the question out. I'm sorry, Michael, you didn't get to score 4 in a row. You got to score 2. Well played all this week, Michael.
Thank you.
OK, that means that Michael Jackson from Wales, who was a daily winner, didn't make it through to our final today because he only scored 2. So I'm going to ask Mikhail, representing Denmark, and John, representing Austria, to join me in this week's final of Going for Gold. Gentlemen. Right, here we are down to today's final, this week's final on Going for Gold, to see which of these 2 gentlemen will have the honour of going through to our second set of semi-finals. And it's a match between Austria and Denmark. John Ericsson from Austria and Mikhail Jensen from Denmark. Now, John and Mikhail, you both know how to play this game. John, you got into this round first, so the first decision is going to be yours. You can decide to play or to pass. The subject is famous people. There's a clue for you watching at home on your screens. On famous people, John, play or pass?
I'll play.
You will play. That means you have control of the game in the Big 4 zone. And your time starts now. I was born in France in 1910 and served as naval officer. In the 1930s, I became fascinated in underwater exploration and was partly responsible John?
Cousteau.
Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau is the correct answer. Right, so that means John Ericsson with 4 points, representing Austria. Michael, you are yet to score, so you're playing catch-up. The subject, I can tell you, is cinema. There's a clue on your screen for you watching at home. On the subject of cinema, Michael, will you play or pass?
I'll play.
You will play, all right. And on the subject of cinema, your time starts now. I was born in 1951 in America and became a talented stage and screen actress. I studied acting at Vassar and at the Yale School of Drama. I moved to New York and appeared on Broadway, where I was nominated for a Tony Award. In 1977, I made my film debut in Julia, and in 1978, I was nominated as Best Supporting Actress for The Deer Hunter. My more recent work includes... John?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep is the correct answer, in the one zone. Just in time there. It takes you up to 5 points, John, which means, once again, Michael, you're playing catch-up. The subject, I can tell you, is geography. There's the clue for you watching at home on your screens. On geography, Michael, play or pass?
I'll play.
You'll play again. All right, you have control of the game in that big 4 zone. On geography, your time starts now. I'm an area covering the southern regions of Alberta, Saskatchewan and Manitoba in Canada, and eastward from the foothills of the Rocky Mountains in the United States. I have light summer rains with local droughts and high summer temperatures. I am a gently undulating, almost flat, grassy plain. I'm one of the most important areas of wheat production in the world. Beginning with P, I am...
The prairie.
John?
The prairie.
The prairies is correct. Answered again in the one zone. That takes you up to 6 points. Once again, Denmark, you're catching up in Austria if you can. The category is human culture. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. On human culture, Michael, play or pass?
I'll play.
You'll play. All right, on human culture, your time starts now. I am a receptacle. Greek versions of me were urn-shaped, hexagonal or triangular. In the Christian era, stone types of me came into use. Romans who were rich enough had versions of me made of limestone brought from Asia Minor. Egyptian sarcophagi were the largest stone ones ever made and were usually covered in hieroglyphics. Wooden versions of me are still common. John?
Coffins.
A coffin is the correct answer. Answered again in the one zone. Oh, it takes you bit by bit towards that elusive place in the semi-finals. You're now on 7. Michael, you're still playing catch-up. You're playing catch-up again. The subject, music. The clue on the screens for you watching at home. Michael, play or pass?
Well, I'm in the habit of playing.
You're in the habit of playing. All right, Michael Jensen from Denmark. On the subject of music, your time starts now. I am a keyboard instrument with strings plucked mechanically. I was prominent as a solo and ensemble instrument from 1550 until 1800. After 1900...
Harpsichord.
Harpsichord is the correct answer in the 3 zone. Takes you to 10, John, and you're this week's winner. Well done indeed to John Ericsson from Austria. It means that not only is John Ericsson today's winner, he's this week's winner. To the memento you already got this week, we add another one. But more important than all, John Ericsson from Austria, you go through to the second lot of our semi-finals later on this series. Congratulations, John, and well played. Michael Jensen from Denmark, very hard luck indeed. You came up against a good one, as you know very well. Hope you enjoyed being with us on Going for Gold. We all hope you enjoyed being with us this week and every other week on Going for Gold. Please do join us again next week on the same programme, when I'll be inviting competitors from all over Europe who are going for gold. Bye-bye. Okay.
Tomorrow from 9, you're invited to a showbiz bash. But if the guests want a goodie bag, they'll have to earn it. Chris Tarrant's got some famous faces doing great things for charity on a celebrity millionaire double bill.